American Soul Part 9. This episode was called 68 BC. So this was like a weird episode, like it was going back in time because the last episode, Don Cornelius passed out in his office. So this is going back to, I guess, 1968. Young Don is a cop. He's responding to a domestic violence situation. The Clark family is having dinner. Mr. Clark is celebrating the 13th year of Simone's birthday. Then an unexpected guest comes in. Is the brother of Mitch Clark. He barges in on the celebration. The kids are shocked that their mother has a brother because they didn't know their mother had a brother. So that's their uncle. So they're shocked about that. Young JT and the gang members are talking in the diner. Somebody owes him some money, so he chases this guy. JT chases after him, and the diner goes into the back of the diner and knocks up everything inside the diner. And the owner pulls a gun on JT, asking him what's his name, and demand JT he had to clean up everything. And I guess this is when JT started working there. This was before he started working the diner. This led him to working the diner, I would assume. Um, Young Don Cornelius does a traffic stop. A guy hears his voice and wants him to work in radio. Miss Clark's brother, Pete, is blackmailing Mr. Clark about a shooting of a man that raped his wife. And he's blackmailing the family because he wants to get some type of club or some type of nightclub, and he wants to blackmail them. And it appears that Miss Clark and Mr. Clark are talking about paying off Pete, and it about the shooting of the man that raped her. And it appears that one of those children may not be his child. It may be because of the rape, and I think it may be Simone because she's the youngest, and Kendall's the oldest. But then again, it could be Kendall too. I don't know. But anyway, Don Cornelius comes home from his work and to his wife. He greets his wife, and there's a lady that's in there that claims that she's taking care of his father. His father has Alzheimer's, and she's demanding Don to pay her $200 for taking care of him. And she says he's supposed to be his wife, that she's married to him, which is like, oh wow, what's that? Don said he does not have the money. Young JT is graduating from high school. His mother's proud of him and talking about his father and about him not wanting anything to do with him, about him with the drugs and everything. Then she said sometimes good people do bad things. That's what his mother's saying. The gangster Abram is working for the big boss gangster. They beat up some guy in the office. Abrams tells the big boss that he can handle it and take care of it. The young JT is singing in a club with a band, wants to get a record deal. The guy wants to buy the song, does not want to sign him as an act on any kind of label. Um, Abrams is getting his hustle on. He's getting hustled by another gangster that tells him he could take over the club business, whatever, and he beats him up and takes all the money. Big Boss, when he wakes up, is saying where the safe is. All the money's going out the safe, and Abrams said that he can get he's gonna get the money back, and says Abrams that he needs to close the club down. JT goes home, and his mother's in the room with a strange man. JT asks his mother if she was using. She says no, that she got JT a car so he could pursue his dreams in L.A. because he saw a great future for him. The Clarks are paying off her brother, which is Mr. Clark's brother-in-law, for the bribe of blackmail, saying that he get paid some money, that he would turn a blind eye and won't tell the police that he killed another person, but this person was raping his sister, which was also his girlfriend at the time, which he became his the husband. So yeah, that was crazy. He had to pay, they had to pay him off. Uh, Don is doing some type of nightclub type promotion, I guess, to make some money, so he can pay the woman that's supposed to be married to his father. So he got this nightclub thing that he's doing somewhere, and then he got the act, the emotion singing. He's doing the announcements on there. Abrams is talking to this girl. She stole the money from the big boss and wants to run away with Abrams. But, he doesn't fly for that. Kills her, burns the club down. He gives the money back to the big boss and tells the big boss, around that same time, they find out that Dr. King was assassinated. The people are in an uproar. And he said it's time for them to leave Memphis and go somewhere else. And they said, let's go to L. He said, we're going to L.A. Then it, for some reason, it goes back into the present, and you have Kendall, JT, and Simone. They're actually doing the actual demo recording in the studio, and then Abrams comes in and is ready to collect his money from the guy that's running the production of the demo. Tell him he got all the money there. He's gonna give him the money, and he said, "Who's that right there?" He said, that's the group Encore." And he said, I want them. And then he asked them how old they are. And he said, we're old enough. And he said, I want y'all to perform as my opening act at the club for Ike and Tina Turner. And they were so excited about that. Then Kendall and JT and them go celebrate at the diner. And JT talks to Simone privately and then basically wants her to leave with him to go somewhere else so they can make their dreams happen. And she's like, I don't want to leave. Leave. And he said, just think about it. Miss Clark is singing in the club of her crooked brother, who was blackmailing her and her husband about the rape of the shooting of the guy that raped her. And she's singing in the club. Don Cornelius wakes up in the office. A doctor is checking Don. Don is concerned about having Alzheimer's. The doctor said that, this is related to exhaustion and telling him to drink a lot of fluids. And after the doctor leaves, Don is snorting coke. Oh, wow. And Abrams says, Don, you crazy. Then he gets a boxing bag in his office and starts wailing on the boxing bag, and it goes off. And this is the episode 9. This was a strange episode. We went back in time and going back into the present. So episode 10 is supposed to be the season finale of season 1. That should be airing on Tuesday next week. So if you like my videos, y'all, please hit that like icon and subscribe to Mujahid72 on YouTube. And as always, Moose says peace and blessings to everybody. I'm out, y'all. Peace.